Who needs the truth when we can make our own truth? This is probably one of the most important series that I've ever done, even though it's one of the shortest ones I've ever done, just 3 short videos. But we have to look at what is truth. What do we mean by truth? Can you have your truth and I have my own truth? Or can we really be radical and swing out to either one side or the other and say, there really isn't any such thing as truth? Or we can't really know reality because we don't even know what truth is. And all we could do is imagine or put it in our mind. So this is a really important message to think about, to listen to, and then consider. That's my beginning. I hope you enjoy this. In John's Gospel, chapter 18, verse 17, Jesus said, "For this I have been born, and for this I have come into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth hears my voice." Then Pilate said to him, "What is truth?" Jesus' statement here is clear. In speaking to Pontius Pilate, he claims that he was born for the very purpose of testifying to the truth. Jesus made other statements about his purpose for coming into the world, but this one has its own significant importance. He came into the world to testify to the truth, to witness to the truth. Then Pilate asks the all-important question, what is truth? This is one of the most important questions that a person can ask, not only today but in any age. What is truth? Standing before Pilate is Jesus Christ. And if ever there was a person who could have given a definitive answer, it was him. But before Jesus could answer, what does Pilate do? He walks away. It seems like the question has never been sufficiently answered, at least not definitively, not in our day. Today we've been confronted with a worldview, and a worldview is the way that we make sense of reality. But our worldview denies that absolute truth exists. Wow, what a claim. In the first place, if truth doesn't exist, that means nothing is true. The gospel is not true, but neither is atheism true. Buddhism is not true. Pantheism is not true. In fact, nothing is true. Not even the claims of science are true. However, what we don't understand about any of these statements is that they are all nonsensical if truth doesn't exist. For instance, when someone says there's no such thing as truth, we should ask, is that true? And when someone says no one knows the truth, we should ask, how do you know that truth? Or how about the one we hear most about truth or most common? Well, that's your truth, but not my truth. We hear celebrities often use this phrase, that is true for you, but not for me. What they don't realize is that what they're doing or what they're saying is that they've made a statement about something that is true for everyone. They've made an absolutely true statement. You see, truth is of such a nature that you cannot deny the truth without affirming it. What I mean by that is that you must use the truth in order to make any statement about the truth, even denying it. So let's recap. As I mentioned before, if there's no such thing as truth, then nothing is true. The textbooks your children use in school and college are not true. Christianity is not true, but neither is atheism. All of the books atheists are writing denying the existence of God are no more true than any other book that is written, like the Bible. So what is truth? When I ask this question, I want to define truth as a concept. This is something that even Christians have a difficult time to define, yet it's so simple. I use the classical definition of truth that defines truth as that which corresponds to what is real. It's that simple. The statement, "it's raining," is only true if in fact it's raining. It could be true that it's not raining where you are when I make that statement, but that's not a denial of my statement. What it can't be for me is true that it is both raining and not raining at the same time and in the same sense. The nature of truth is that truth corresponds to what it's real, and that truth is for everyone at all times. That's called absolute truth. Anything that contradicts this is false. So for the person who says Jesus is Lord is making a truth claim. If there's no such thing as truth, then the claim is not true either. The next thing is that anyone who makes a truth claim is making a statement about reality. That claim has to match what is real, what is factual. So then the question arises, what is reality? The late Robin Williams, an American comedian, once made the statement, reality. What a concept. He was referring to the underlying nature of truth as it corresponds to what's real. So what is reality? Reality is simply that which exists. If it doesn't exist, it isn't real. Truth is making a claim about what is real. What culture has done is redefine truth without ever explaining how they could do that. Some call our Western culture a post-truth culture, yet no one has asked if the statement about reality is a true statement. We simply go along with it. Here's a couple of things to help you see the nature of truth. First, anytime you make a truth claim, you are also saying that anything that contradicts that truth claim is false. Two opposite truth claims cannot both be true at the same time and in the same sense. In logic, we call that the law of non-contradiction. The other issue is that you cannot deny the truth without affirming it. In other words, you have to use the truth. That's what makes it true in order for us to say that thing. Think of it as someone making a self-defeating statement. In other words, their statements are committing suicide. Just an aside, one of the most important things to learn is to recognize those self-defeating statements. So let's reflect back again on Jesus' statement that the reason he came into the world was to testify to the truth, to witness to the truth. Don't you think that it's important for us to also witness to the truth, both as a concept and the most important truth claim, that Jesus is alive from the dead?
So there you have it. There is no such thing as truth. Well, if there is no such thing as truth, then nothing's true. Christianity's not true. Catholicism's not true. Islam's not true. Judaism's not true. You go down the list. Islam, but neither is science true. Neither is math true if there is no such thing as truth. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this first message. Please take the time to like this message. Make a comment if you want, and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell so you'll know every time I upload something to this channel. Thanks for watching.